In news overseas, after a weekend of violent unrest, Hong Kong's embattled leader Carrie Lam said Tuesday that she would not rule out Beijing's help in tackling the months-long anti-government protests. Patsy Witakaswara has the latest from Hong Kong.
Instead of tamping down the demonstrations, the Hong Kong government's ban on face masks has triggered even more protests and violence.
We do the mask because we want to keep our identity. We could get fired, we could lose our jobs, and the people who support police can beat us up if they know who we are.
The pro-democracy protests have continued for nearly 4 months. On Tuesday, Hong Kong's embattled leader Carrie Lam said Hong Kong should find a solution internally, but would not rule out Beijing's help.
If the situation becomes so bad, then no options could be ruled out if we want Hong Kong to at least to have another chance.
Beijing's involvement would trigger an extreme escalation of what is already a heightened crisis in this former British colony, says Eric Lai, a pro-democracy activist.
If Beijing sends troops to Hong Kong, it's already a symbolic gesture to the whole world that the one country, two system has come to an end, and no one can guarantee what will happen, except there may be a Tiananmen crackdown 2.0.
Pro-Beijing legislators did not respond to VOA's request for an interview, but pro-democracy lawmaker Charles Mok accuses the government of triggering even more anger and violence to get moderates to push back against the movement.
My worry is that the government isn't really just trying to solve the problem. They're trying to create more divisiveness because obviously with more disruption, then a lot of the citizens are going to become inconvenient.
Months of turmoil have sharpened the focus on the question of what will happen to Hong Kong in 2047 when the one country, two systems arrangement expires. Hong Kong former Solicitor General Daniel Fung says dialogue is key.
One major solution, I think, is to kickstart a constitutional convention because we have plenty of time to talk about the formula, one country, two systems, how it might be improved and how it might work for the future beyond 2047.
Meanwhile, protesters are demanding that the government fulfill their demands, which include full democracy, inquiry into police action.